Alright, Shalom. Before I begin this video, all praise, honor, and glory goes into Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakbadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, as well as the sincere salutations to the elder bishops, along with you brothers, laboring, pushing the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakbadash, Barakathum, into you brothers. And I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But this is, basically a part 2 to rise up, ye women that are at ease. All right, because they're taking away these different protections that at one point they had. And and the reason why, this is more geared towards women is because, in this society, in Babylon the Great, the woman is more educated than the man when it comes to degrees and things like that. And, the so-called black woman is talking about not working if she gets her wages garnished, which they go, best believe Esau is going to get blood out of a turnip. Because see, one of these so-called black women said on this video, you can't get blood out of a turnip. Oh, Esau gonna find a way to get blood out of the turnip. Right? All these different things happening to you, that's part of the curses. It's all part of the curses. The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we are under the curses that Yahweh Shem Shai set up for turning against him. Okay, so Lord's will, we're of the elect. We turn back. We turn to Yahweh Shem Shai, and we are beamed up as the elect, Lord's will. Because this truth, everything is being revealed. Right? They trying to get order out of chaos. This is chaotic. Because, the average woman has a student loan debt. This one on the screen says she got $100K. All right. So if you can do the math. Let's say you make $50K a year. That means if you didn't eat nothing, spend nothing, none of that, you just somehow miraculously saved that $50K, and you didn't get taxed. It would take you 2 years, and that's just, and see, even that's an impossible metric, because you would have to pay for things. You have to pay for everything in this society. You got to pay for water, air, All right, in the scriptures, okay, like we've been taught from the elder apostles of Great Millstone, we've been taught that, Esau, part of our curses is coming to Esau, Edom, for the one of all things. So now we stuck, everything that we have, basically we got to get it from this damn devil. And this devil system is crumbling. Okay, that of course they can't see it because they don't have, the spiritual eye salve. But America, aka Babylon the Great, is coming to a close. All right, I'm gonna go ahead play this, see if it'll play.
I want us to pay back $100,000 worth of student loan debt with money from a job that won't even pay us nearly half.
Y'all finna treat Uncle Sam like he your baby daddy?
I feel like these are the same people who don't pay their friends back.
You cannot get blood out of a turnip.
Y'all garnish my wages, I'm garnishing my job.
They were paused. They was eating crab legs.
Over half of our population can't read.
I'm not paying them back. I don't give a about my credit score.
You better charge to the game.
Let them start garnishing my wages. Now the government is like, pay up, no mercy. There won't be a wage for them to garnish.
How the fuck are you supposed to pay a loan back that big?
No, we're not paying those back.
I will never be paying my student loans.
Why do you care so much? They're not paying the money back to you.
First that keep saying, why should my tax dollars pay for other people's student loans? One, go for yourself.
I'm going to start paying my debt, and I'm going to use that money, and I'm going to go live my life.
I have over $80,000 in
I
debt.
have over $75,000 in student debt.
$95,487.
$80,000, maybe even a little more than that.
About $200,000 total, with all my student loans and credit card debt and just other debt. So
All you care about is my debt. You don't care about what the kids I take care of. You don't care about my role in society.
And all the mediocre white men in my comment section that are either too dumb or too poor to go to college.
what are they going to do? I'm broke. I have no money. We will all file bankruptcy. You're not getting a dime from me, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, I don't think they realize we don't care. We don't care about credit scores.
This country sets us up for failure.
Like, do you have a heart?
You don't care what education means to this country?
Whoever is making these decisions clearly does not care about American people.
But I wanted to move back to New York City as soon as possible. So I know what you're thinking. You're in that much debt and you're going to go move to the most expensive city in the world. Yes, I am.
In the last 3 days or so, everybody on social media has been going back and forth about the involuntary collection that will be happening with student loans. Now, according to CNBC, U.S. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon explained the U.S. Department of Education's decision to restart collecting student loans that are in default. It goes on to say, on May 5th, we will begin the process 1.8 million borrowers into repayment plans and restart collections of loans in default. And then Linda McMahon goes on to saying borrowers who don't make payments on time will see their credit scores go down, and in some cases, their wages automatically garnished. And according to this article, they recommend to be proactive if you are one of these 1.8 million people who may be behind on payments. Now, just to give a little context and backstory, the Education Department has not collected on defaulted student loans since March of 2020. Now, for all of you who know, that was around the time when we're all stuck in the house because of the you-know-what. And the article goes on to say that during the you-know-what, there was a pause on federal student loans. But that expired in September 2023. But that wasn't it, y'all. During the Biden administration, borrowers were offered another year, which according to this article, shielded from the impacts of missed payments. And that relief period officially ended on September 30th, 2024. And what you may also find really astonishing is that currently around 42 million Americans hold federal student loans and roughly 5.3 million borrowers are in default. And the president of the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget said in this statement, it really is time to start repaying again. While a short repayment pause was justifiable during the you-know-what, that I ain't gonna say, that was 5 years ago and makes no sense today. Now, I know this is a lot, but according to Newsweek, the Education Department said it will begin informing borrowers who are in default via email over the next 2 weeks, urging them to make a payment or to enroll in a repayment plan. But y'all, they said if they don't take action by May 5th, default borrowers will become subject to wage garnishments to collect their outstanding balances. Now, I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. We ain't got the money. We're all broke, allegedly. Failing to make your student loan payment on time or missing it altogether can eventually lead to default. And it goes on to say, once your loan goes into default, the full remaining balance of your loan, along with any accrued interest, becomes immediately due, known as an acceleration. And the government has the authority to recover the debt by garnishing your wages, withholding tax refunds, and seizing other federal payments. Other consequences include losing access to deferment, forbearance, and other benefits, including the option to choose a repayment plan. Y'all, that's big. Becoming ineligible for additional federal aid such as federal Pell Grants and new student loans. And another huge consequence that I've been hearing a lot of people talk about online is the default is reported to credit bureaus. Yes, y'all, essentially meaning this will show up on your credit report, which can significantly lower your credit score and impact ability to finance a car, home, and obtain credit cards. Rebuilding your credit can take several years, and you could face restrictions on buying or selling certain assets, like real estate. And when we thought it couldn't get any worse than what we just read, it goes on to say your loan holder has the right to take legal action against you. You could be responsible for additional costs, including court fees, collection expenses, and attorney fees related to the collection process. And y'all, there is no shortage of videos online talking about what is going to occur on May 5th as far as these student loans. Let's see what the people of TikTok have to say. And let me know, Do you agree?
I really was not finna pay them people their money. Like, seriously, like, I just got one question. You mean to tell me there ain't nobody that there that can just, whoop, whoop, that can just accidentally click the wrong button? Like, you can't just make a mistake and just wipe everything out. Like, you just can't make one mistake. I mean, dang, at least if they fire you, you'll be debt free. And know what the craziest part about this all?
What?
Really is?
What?
I want us to pay back $100,000 worth of student loan debt with money from a job that won't even pay us nearly half of that. Do you not know it's some people that
Slakia. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32. And I'll start at 1, actually. Points in 9. Isaiah 32 and 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. All right, so our Lord is going to rule in righteousness. Okay, his joint heirs, the elect. Lord's will would be of the elect. All right, are going to rule in judgment. Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Or in that great rock is Yahushai. All right, that is our, protection, our comforter. Because brothers know, if you live in Babylon the Great, of course, in the summertime it gets hot, and being directly out in the sun, it's almost unbearable. But if you can just get up under a tree, just that little bit of shade, it makes it just bearable enough. So the Lord is our foundation. That's, what we stand upon. That's our shield. That's the strong tower, the name of the Lord. Isaiah 32 and 2, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. All right, and a destructive wind is coming. All right. Going down to verse 3. And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. Yes, so the elect is going to hearken. The elect is going to listen. Okay? And our eyes are going to be brightened. We'll be, awakened. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge. All right, so at one point, we were just foolish. We were, spiritually, we were like the heathen. We did basically what the heathen did. Now we're taking on the spirit of the elect. All right, Lord's will would be of the elect of the nation Israel. Isaiah 32 and 4. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Yeah, so Esau, Edom, his system, all right, this isn't going to continue forever. All right now he's bountiful. All right. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, all right, Esau, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So you can see all these in this different system, including this financial system. It's being set up, basically grab everybody up like a snare, right? But the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Right, so the elect of the nation of Israel, as far as women, they're going to listen and comprehend and understand through the Spirit, turn back to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and ultimately, if you're of the elect, be saved. Right, that's the Lord's will. That's what Lord's will. You're chasing after salvation instead of chasing after money, goals, these different things.